So what is a design pattern? A design pattern is a reusable solution to commonly occurring problem that occurs during design and development of a software application. So they can be thought of as guidelines or templates that provide solutions to problems and help designers create usable interfaces. In this lecture, I want to discuss 3 characteristics of design patterns. So let's first talk about design patterns as reusable solutions to common interaction problems. So here's an interaction problem that you are all familiar with. Needing to browse through large amount of content. So obviously, to have a good experience, user experience, we want to browse this content without constant interruptions. Think about how annoying it would be to click next page button repeatedly. So instead of having a next page button, something like a pagination solution, we can have infinite scrolling. So infinite scrolling would load content as the user scrolls down. This will create a seamless experience. So this pattern or this solution isn't limited to just one platform. It is being used by Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. So it's a perfect example of a template solution that's adapted across various contexts. So infinite solution demonstrates how a design pattern addresses a specific issue while remaining flexible enough to be applied broadly. Okay, so now let's look at design patterns as proven solutions to challenges in interaction design. So a common problem in interaction design is too much information or too many options all at once presented to the user. This can lead to confusion and frustrations. Users need simplified interfaces that guide them step by step to achieve their goals. So a solution to this problem is progressive disclosure. So progressive disclosure is a proven solution that is all about simplifying interactions by presenting only the most relevant options or information to the user at each step. So the main task of the user is broken down into simplified steps, and each step only the relevant information is shown. The secondary details or advanced features are hidden but still accessible to the user when needed. Examples of progressive disclosure can also be found in setting menus, where the basic options are displayed at first, but the advanced options are tucked underneath the advanced options section. Similarly, in a form completion, web form completion, if it's a multi-step form, then only one section is revealed to the user at once. So to make sure that the user stays focused and the chances of errors are also minimized. Also in e-commerce web checkout processes, it breaks down the step of entering the payment information into multiple pages. All right, so this is a proven technique to reduce cognitive load, which can overwhelm the user and can lead to errors. It also improves user success rates because now the user is being guided through manageable steps. And it also enhances users' trust in the system. Now let's talk about design patterns being structured way of solving interaction design problems. So we have all encountered situations in which it becomes very difficult for us to use systems the way they are designed. For example, sometimes interfaces need to adapt to low light conditions. So a common solution to this problem would be dark mode activation, which means that the system automatically changes its appearance based on the ambient lighting conditions or system settings. Dark mode activation is an example of a structured way of solving an interaction problem because it's actually a framework that balances automation and user control. System has to know whether activation happened due to user being in a dark room versus whether the activation was due to a certain time of the day. Because depending on what is true, the interface might need to show different options to the user. So dark mode activation is actually a set of decisions that can be reusable across different contexts. So now, based on these characteristics, we know that design patterns are supposed to ensure quality and consistency in product design. Quality because we are using something that has been tried and tested, so there are very little chances of it being failed. And consistency, meaning that now we are able to create designs that are going to be in alignment with the broader designs that users are being exposed to in their everyday life. Another advantage of using design patterns is that we are able to innovate by using proven strategies. We don't have to start from scratch. We can still use whatever is available, and we can accelerate our innovation by just building on top of what's already available to us. And finally, design patterns, they help us solve recurring problems in efficiently and in less time, which means that we are able to enhance the productivity of designers. So in essence, design patterns help bridge the gap between challenges and solutions and help us ensure that we are creating efficient and effective outcomes for users.